Does ignoring tinnitus work? Here's the honest to God truth about trying to ignore it. Some people can. Like some people their suffering isn't that bad with it. Like it's just like a mild annoyance. Okay, it's there, is what it is. And they can ignore it. They can get on with their life, get on with it. And it's not an issue. That's some people. And then the other people they're really bothered by it. Like they're stressed out by it. They're very distressed by it. For those people, the people who have more severe bothersome reaction towards it, like myself, ignoring it was like not even possible. Now I could distract myself. Like if I played video games, I could become like kind of captivated by the video game, and that was like a form of kind of ignoring it because it was a distractive, and that worked. And I do recommend that for people if that helps and can kind of give you a little bit of relief. Then there's nothing wrong with that, right? Also, sound masking. If sound masking helps you and it pulls you out of fight or flight, as long as you're using it strategically, right? Because then if you become addicted to video games and you never, right, you're avoiding reality, you're avoiding the real world because the real world is tinnitus and you just always are on video games because of that. That's not healthy. But if you use it strategically during the difficult times in your life and with the intention of getting off the sound masking, getting off the video games, and getting back to rejoining life, then that's a more healthy approach than using it as an escape. So I don't have a problem if people want to try and ignore it with video games or sound masking. I think that, like I said, as long as you have the right approach and you're planning on rejoining life and getting back to reality gradually as you become more habituated to the tinnitus, then that is the healthy approach. What I would recommend doing, and this is what I did, is nature sounds were very soothing to me because they mask the sound, right? Like the birds and everything. It was almost like it kept my awareness preoccupied. So I would walk through the woods and I would swear, as I was habituating, there would be times where I would, during my walk in the woods, I wouldn't even be aware of the tinnitus. I would even swear, like, do I still have it? And I lived in by a nature trail where there was always like crickets and stuff. So there was always sounds, nature sounds. But I swear the nature sounds were the most soothing thing for me. I would come off the walk and, you know, as soon as I got out of the nature and back into back into civilization, the tinnitus would, it would be full blast again. I would hear it. But nature became my escape. So I would say if you're going to try and ignore it and if you're going to try and escape to nature. That's more grounding for your central nervous system than technology. I don't think video games are the worst thing to play if you need an escape from tinnitus. But I would be doing it with the intention of getting off of the video games. And try and, instead of video games, like I said, try and do something, try and do swimming. Swimming is it's a full body experience. It pulls you out of your head. It lets you kind of know that you even have a body when you're swimming, because like a lot of times like tinnitus is so heady, it's in our head. So we kind of forget we have a body. We forget that, like, oh my gosh, like we're controlling a full person here. When we swim, it kind of pulls us back into that, pulls us out of our head. And so swimming is it's a really great grounding thing. It's fun. It's especially if you live here. I mean, the water is crystal clear. You can go snorkel diving. You can dive down 50 feet. It's crystal clear. But yeah, I would. That's why I love living on the beach. I mean, I love living here in the jungle. We got the beach right down the road. Nature sounds right here. I'm in nature. Green's my favorite color. It's cheap too, and so we don't feel really. I don't feel really rushed to kind of be anything or do anything. I just feel like I'm living in the moment, which I would say is what people should do when they're dealing with tinnitus, is learn to live in the moment. Learn to live in the moment. Like just trust that you're going to be okay in the future. Okay. Just know that that's going to happen. Especially if you get my application, you can know that you don't have to guess. You can take all the guesswork out of habituation and know that you're going to habituate, which is what you need. Tinnitus.health. Get the 7-day habituation blueprint. When you sign up for the free trial of the application, it's everything I wished I had. Okay, put into an application. I'm a developer. I'm the sole developer of this. I built this for tinnitus sufferers. Built by tinnitus sufferer for tinnitus sufferers. Okay, there's meditations in there. Everything that you need to pull you out of the panic state and get you habituating. So pick up that. But yeah, listen, so tinnitus is not hopeless. Even if you feel hopeless, it's not hopeless. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Watch this video over 1,000 times if you have to. Share this video with as many people as you can who are suffering from tinnitus. Okay? We need to get habituation to as many sufferers as possible. This should be first-line treatment from doctors, ENTs, and audiologists. It isn't, and that's a travesty that it isn't, because it's the only known cure for tinnitus. Make sure to share this video with as many people as you possibly can. Okay? It helps the algorithm. Smash the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. Comment below. I appreciate all the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.